What you'll tend to find in new builds, you tend to get wired. Traditionally, alarm systems have always been wired, but what we've seen more and more as technology has developed is the move to wireless. I get asked a number of times on live sessions and also with DMs is what kind of alarm system should I go for? I just want to break down in a video the different types of alarm systems that there are and then the different types of manufacturers that there are as well. So let's start with your tend to be lower graded systems. Now, I won't go through what the grade 1, 2, 3 is and 4, but that's for a different video altogether. I'll just start off with your lower graded systems. Now, something like that, you will find Ring, you will find Yale, you will find SimpliSafe. You may also find Eufy security, and also you might see Arlo come into this category. Now, these are alarm systems which are more your consumer, your DIY system, where it's 99% of the time they're wireless systems, and it's more just siren, maybe notification as well, depending on the kind of setup that you go for. However, there's not going to be any police response to any of these, and you can't really do any other integration with products such as, let's say, your smoke system, a master blaster, or other external relays. So they are more your low end DIY. You can go buy it off Amazon, buy it from B&Q, buy from Screwfix and fit it yourself. They probably wouldn't be covered under any insurance approved system because they are your lower grade stuff. Then we're going to come into like your tier 2. And now we're talking your more professional hybrid system, so where we can go wired and wireless, and more a system that needs to be installed by an installer for you to get insurance approved on it. To get approved by your insurance company and have the alarm system maintained annually, a bit like a boiler system. It needs to be maintained, it needs to check that the batteries are intact, that the sensors are still working, you need to do walk tests. There's a full service requirement on an intruder alarm system. So what kind of products fit into your tier 2? So I'm going to start off with a couple of newcomers into the market, and that is your Hikvision Ajax Pro, and then you've also got Dahua Wizu. Then, if we're leading on, we've got your likes of Texecom, we have got Pyronix, we've got Ajax, we've got Orisec, we have got Eaton, we have got HKC, we've got Risco, we've got Colsys. I may have missed a couple of brands out, but they're more of your well-known manufacturers of alarm systems. What you'll tend to find in new builds, you tend to get wired. Traditionally, alarm systems have always been wired, but what we've seen more and more as technology has developed is the move to wireless. Now with wireless, it's a case of simply popping up a detector and that talks over radio frequency to the alarm panel. Now there are certain limitations on distance, but within, let's say, a residential property, you can have wireless alarm system. Also, any of the systems that I have mentioned, you can also use in commercial as well as retail. You can also have police response with these depending on individual sites, if they get registered for a URN number and they're installed up to the correct requirement. What you can also do with these alarm systems is integrate them with products such as the smoke screen, or for example an external master blaster, and other devices you can connect them to. Now all these alarm systems that I've mentioned should really be fitted by a registered qualified installer. It's not something that you can go and actually buy off the shelf because they're not available to buy from retail stores. You have to be a bona fide trade customer to buy them from a trade distributor. And then if we're talking about your tier 3, which is more like your grade 3 system, which can only be wired, you can't have any wireless devices on that, and all devices on there need to be grade 3. We're talking more your Honeywell Galaxy. And where would you find a grade 3 system? You're talking your high-end banks, post offices, jewelry stores, anything that's high risk, casinos, anything that you would think insurance companies would say that's high risk. There's a warehouse distribution center, there's a lot of stock holding there. That needs to be grade 3 and police response. So I hope that clears up a lot of things, especially with products that are in the lower end of the market. My advice is to find a registered qualified installer who'll be able to fit, maintain and service your alarm system for you.